SEC Baseball Game 2 today here in Norman. Over 250 meetings through the years between Oklahoma and Missouri on the baseball diamond. And another big one today. It's the Sooners and the Tigers right now on SEC Network Plus. Hi, everybody. Toby Rowland with you alongside Rich Hills. Oklahoma won the opener here last night 9-6. The wind blowing out at Kimry Family Stadium. 7 home runs were hit and 2 big innings getting the job done, Rich, for the Sooners last night.
The second and the 7th inning, 4 hits and 4 runs in both innings. 3 home runs in the 7th was really good offense.
Small ball getting the job done in the 2nd inning for Oklahoma as they pieced together that 4 spot. And then in the 7th, they brought the big sticks with them. 3 home runs. Jason Walk, his 2nd home run of the season and his 2nd in the last 3 games. He goes Oppo Taco. Gamble hit his 6th. Camden Johnson his 6th as well as the Sooners take game 1 by the final of 9-6. One of the stories of the night, though, Rich, L.J. Mercurius got the start on the mound for Oklahoma. 9 strikeouts, no walks.
No walks, yeah, that's impressive. 6 innings, 9, like you said, 9 strikeouts, only 3 earned runs. And had a great night on the mound.
4 home runs for Oklahoma matches a season high for them. Carly Murray, the 3rd member of our crew, she's down at the dugout. Carly?
Hi, Toby. It was a typical Oklahoma night. The wind was blowing out, and it was in the hitter's favor. The bats were contagious. Oklahoma powered 4 home runs. Skip Johnson credits his players putting the ball in play and getting the bats going early. That really helped them gain momentum. And it was the center fielder, Jason Walk, who was incredible last night. It was his 2nd home run in his last 3 games. Just really good to see Jay Walk getting going, guys.
All right, thank you, Carly. The focus of this one for Oklahoma Game 2 is Big Cam Johnson getting the start on the mound. Richie has been good most of the year. However, there has been a few sideways starts, including the last time out, only a 1/3 of an inning against Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and he's still 4-1, which is pretty amazing, like you said, after having a couple rough outings. But when he throws strikes, he's on. His ERA is 3.93, and he's got amazing electric stuff.
Leading off with the Tigers, second baseman number 19.
And he'll start by facing red-hot Blaze Ward for Missouri. Here's how Kerry Jackson will roll him out today. Ward, Durnan, Woida homered here twice last night. Seals, Pierce, Cerna, Jordan, Isaiah Frost gets the start at DH, and Keegan Knutson. And we're ready for baseball on Saturday afternoon. First pitch of the game is a ball inside to Ward. Ward homered last night, 1 of 3 hit by Missouri. The freshman has now reached base safely in 19 consecutive games. Ward hitting .409 in SEC play. 2 balls and no strikes. Strike at the knees. When Johnson struggles, it's with command. He has only allowed 1 home run this year, only 4 extra base hits. The opponent batting average against him is not much, but he gets himself in trouble with the free passes, and he's behind in the count to the leadoff man, 3-1. He walked 4 of the first 5 he faced in Nashville last weekend, and that was the game for him. Only 25 pitches before the Sooners had to go to the bullpen. Full count.
Yeah, and an easy 98. He makes
The
it
stuff is
look
great.
so easy.
Man,
Yeah.
the stuff is great. There's no debating that. 3-2 to the leadoff man. Blaze Ward. And a swing and a miss. Cam Johnson comes back to get the strikeout.
Now batting for the Tigers, shortstop number 27, Cam Durnan.
Just fastball low and in. He ended up chasing it. That's actually probably ball 4 if he lets it go. You don't have a whole lot of time when it's 98.
You got to decide in a hurry. Cam Durnan, shortstop, 2 for 5 with an RBI last night. A little bit low. The 2 prior starts for Cam Johnson, of course, he had the bad start at Vanderbilt we told you about, but the 2 starts before that, against Texas and Alabama. 11 1/3 innings, 16 strikeouts. He only allowed 2 earned runs. He went 115 pitches against Alabama. He is hot or cold, and the Sooners hoping for the hot version of Cam Johnson today. Fly ball into right. Drew Dickerson out there today, backing, twisting, and opens the bullpen gate as he makes the catch for out number 2.
You try to corral the bull out there. That was a great play by him. That ball cut tailing with that crosswind. He makes a great play, turns his hips and catches it. Otherwise, that's extra bases.
Come on in.
Yeah. Doors open. We got the center fielder.
Yeah, we got a right fielder and a center fielder out trying to fix the gate, while home plate umpire was telling Cam Johnson to go ahead and pitch. And finally, somebody got his attention. Jason Walk now has jogged all the way back to his position. Here's Jace Woida. What a night he had last night. 2 home runs. Also had a single and a walk. And he takes a ball low. Woida leads the Tigers in homers with 9, runs batted in with 41. 5 of his 9 home runs have come in league play. Didn't mean to on that one. Yeah. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's the excuse me.
This was last night. Woida off L.J. Mercurius in the 4th. And then again it's off Mason Bixby again in the 9th. Check swing. The appeal says he went around 1-2.
Yeah, he just couldn't hold up. Fooled by something. I can only imagine what it's like being left on left against 98. It's hard enough from the right side, but the left side would be very brutal.
Kyle Branch, the second baseman, with the shift on here for Oklahoma. Way out in right field. Woida with big power. The 1-2. Got him. Oh, got a piece. In on the hands of Woida. Well, you often know early with Cam.
Yeah, you're right.
Good first inning.
Yeah.
You might get 6-7 strong. Bad first inning, you might not get through the first. Downstairs, 2-2, again at 98. The winds, by the way, have turned around since last night. If you watched our game last night, blowing out hard. Today, blowing in. Popped up on the infield. Brock, the catcher, has it. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the first for Cam Johnson. Sooners coming to bat for the first time when we come back on Saturday afternoon in Norman. Brady Kellenbrink on the mound today for Missouri. Boy, Rich, he was spectacular a week ago against South Carolina.
Lots of strikeouts, as you can see here. You know, just commanding the zone and throwing strikes.
You talk about a hard luck loss. He took the loss in that game. He went 7 1/3, gave up 2 hits, struck out 10, didn't walk anybody, and allowed 1 unearned run and got stuck with a 1-0 defeat in that game.
Yeah,
didn't deserve it.
That's difficult for sure. Reminds me of a few games from last year with Witherspoon on the mound. He ran into a buzzsaw a couple times against LSU and Mississippi State. He threw great enough to win, just got outdueled both those games.
Kellenbrink will have his work cut out for him today against an Oklahoma lineup that seems to be warming up a bit. 9 runs last night, 24 in the Vanderbilt series. Jason Walkabat lead off, homered last night, followed by Willits, Gamble, Brock, Johnson, LaChance, Alec Blair, the freshman, getting the start in left. Drew Dickerson getting the start in right today. Jason Walk 2 for 5 with that home run. He drove in 3 in game 1. The table setter for Skip Johnson and Reggie Willits' offense here at OU. Bottom of the first. Takes the first pitch high from Brady Kellenbrink. There you see the junior from Ackworth, Georgia. Dangerous if he can get aboard. Great speed. Shows bunt again and takes a strike this time. Walk felt like it was high. A few questions for home plate umpire Mark Winters. Sends it into center field. Caden Peer there for out number 1. Well, you can see some of the fans beyond the outfield wall. Great crowd here today on a big day in Norman. We'll show you more about that here in a bit. But busy day on campus and a tremendous crowd here at Kimry Family Stadium, in the stadium and outside the stadium. Here's Jackson Willits. 1 for 5 with a run batted in the opener. Takes a strike. Willits hitting .305 with 3 home runs, the latest coming Tuesday night in Bedlam up in Tulsa. He's got hit by that fastball. One and two. Oklahoma getting a rare series opening victory in SEC play last night. Just their second in 6 series. They've been tremendous in the middle games. That's headed for center field. That's a base hit. First hit of the day belongs to Jackson Willits.
Good job hitting there. Got something he handled. Hits it right back through the middle.
Here's another look.
You see it right there. You just got enough barrel just past the diving Blaze Ward.
So 1 on, 1 out for Trey Gamble. Gamble homered last night. First pitch swinging. Sends it foul down the left field line. 6th home run of the season for Gamble, who is in the DH spot for the 3rd consecutive game. Dealing with a minor lower body tweak right now. That's why he's not in his normal left field position. .357 average in SEC play for Gamble. 0-2. Good look at Brady Kellenbrink making its 10th start of the season out of Baldwin, Missouri. Check swing to third. Missouri trying to turn the double play, and they do not. Safe is the call. Gamble not at full speed running down the first base line, but that was a slowly hit ball. He beats it out.
Just an excuse me, check swing. Kind of gets fooled and gets it over there. Knutson, like you said, just ran good enough to beat it.
Brendan Brock now with 2 outs. 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts last night in the opener. As the throw goes to first. Brock, the Sooners' leading home run hitter on the year with 8, also leads them in runs batted in with 37. And he takes a strike. A win today would give Oklahoma their 4th conference series victory in 6. With a tough closing kick still ahead, they go to Auburn next weekend. Back home after that against Florida, then at Arkansas, and they close the season hosting Tennessee. Another pickoff attempt. Trey Gamble has 13 stolen bases on the year. No balls and a strike to Brock. Just off the inside corner, 1-1. Beautiful day in Norman. Temperatures in the 60s.
Yeah.
Inside again, 2-1.
A nice, cool north breeze.
Mm-hmm. You need a sweatshirt and sunscreen today.
Yeah, depending on where you're sitting. Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. And the count evens. Brock behind the plate today. He was in right field last night. Played left field on Tuesday night in Bedlam. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Great pitch by Kellenbrink. And he sits the Sooners down in the bottom of the 1st. Base hit, but a runner left. On to the 2nd we go. No score here in Norman. Well, we told you it's a big day here on campus at the University of Oklahoma. The spring game earlier today at Owen Field. 31,000 plus there to watch John Mateer and the Sooners. Tonight, or this was last night, Bella Emmerling, a grand slam for Patty Gasso's Sooner softball team in an 8-7 come-from-behind victory over Arkansas. And they'll play again tonight at 7 o'clock That's all on campus. Off campus, the women's gymnastics team right now participating in the NCAA Championships Final Four in Fort Worth. And tonight, the men's gymnastics team, the top seed, going for the title in Champaign, Illinois. As Cam Johnson starts the second inning with a strike to Pierre Seals. Sooners won the spring game, Rich, so they're 1-0 so far in all these contests today.
Everybody's still happy.
So far, yeah. 0-2. Seals 0 for 5 last night, the right-handed hitting right fielder. .266 batter with 3 homers on the year. Here's the 0-2. Downstairs. Got him swinging. Second strikeout for Cam Johnson.
Looks like a slider on this one. You go from 98 to a good slider low and away. That's difficult for anybody to hit.
Caden Pierre now doubled in 5 at-bats last night. Strike on the outside corner. It's a steady 98 so far for Cam Johnson. Too far outside with that one. Cameron Johnson on the mound. Camden Johnson plays third base for Oklahoma. And there he is, right on cue. Handles the line drive right at him for out number 2.
Johnson to Johnson.
Here's another look. A screamer.
Yeah, hit it hard, just right at him.
Cameron Johnson, the pitcher, was here first, so he gets the Cam nickname. Everybody refers to him as Cam Johnson. 2 outs for Mateo Cerna, the catcher. He was 1 for 3 last night. Here's a look at some of the fans on the berms here. That's free seating this year out there. Renovation's going to be done after this season, and we'll see after that. But for now, if you sit in the outfield out there, either behind the fence, on the hills, free. Bring your own chairs, your coolers.
Bring everything.
Couches, whatever you want. Look at the fans. Tents. We got the Roughnecks out there today. It's a party. 2 balls and a strike to Cerna. Since Oklahoma played for the national championship in 2022, we have seen a significant increase in the crowd sizes here in Norman. Big renovations on the horizon. Exciting things happening for Oklahoma baseball. Full count. Cerna stays alive by fouling it off down the right field line.
Everybody clap your hands.
Tigers swept by South Carolina at home last week. Been better on the road, though, in conference play. All 3 of their wins in the SEC have come on the road. And the battle continues between Johnson and Cerna. Deep breath. And the big lefty unfurls. You get deep enough into an at-bat like this, at some point the pitcher says, either hit it or don't hit it, but enough is enough.
Yeah, he's fouled off 4 or 5 in a row.
I'm tired of seeing you. You're tired of seeing me. Let's do something here. Another payoff pitch. And another foul ball.
He's doing a good job of driving up that pitch count.
If a guy can't catch up with your fastball, do you keep throwing it to him? Or do you try something else?
I'm thinking you'll probably try something else at some point.
97 fouled off again. The old adage is you don't want to speed up his bat.
Right.
At the same time, you would rather not have a 15 pitch at bat either. Cerna might time one up here, as many as he's seen. Here's another 3-2. And he lines one into right field. That'll be a base hit. And Mateo Cerna wins the battle. First hit of the day for the Tigers.
Yeah, wouldn't at bat by Cerna. I mean, he fouled off 6, 7, 8 pitches. Like you said, he finally timed one up and drives it into right field. You see it here. Just down the middle.
Great piece of hitting.
Yeah.
Drew Dickerson thought about giving it a dive and then thought better of it.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Donovan Jordan now, the left fielder. 0 for 4 last night. First pitch swinging into right. Dickerson trying to find it in the sun. And he's got it. And the inning is over. Tigers get their first hit, but he's left. We played 1.5 in game 2, no score.
Welcome back to the broadcast. It's the bottom of the second, no score in Norman. Well, Camden Johnson was one of the many guys in the clubhouse who was sick this week with a stomach virus, causing him to miss Bedlam on Tuesday night. I saw him pregame and I asked him, hey Camden, how you feeling? He said, well, I lost 10 pounds, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And he quickly bounced back, guys, scoring that home run last night.
Yeah, that'll make you feel better real fast, Rich.
Yeah, every time.
Opposite field homer last night. It was the 6th of the season for Johnson, who hit 2 last Friday night in the same game at Vanderbilt, including a grand slam. He has 20 runs batted in SEC play. That is far and away the most on the team, double what anybody else has, and the 3rd most in the league as he takes strike 1 from Brady Kellenbrink. Not really known to be a big RBI guy. He's a speedster. But he has certainly changed that narrative here. Been moved down in the lineup, too. He was batting in the 2 hole, sometimes lead off for much of the season, but Reggie Willits has dropped him down to the 5 spot, and he has taken to it kindly. Takes a strike, 1-2. Johnson, LaChance, and Blair due up here in the Sooners' second in a scoreless game. Another guy you'd love to get aboard to start an inning. But it's not going to happen here. Strikeout number 2 for Kellen Brink.
That's a tough one. Probably should have swung at that breaking ball that was a little up. You see it slowing up like that. It's a good pitch to hit. And he's just laid on that one on the outer third.
Here's LaChance. 1 for 4 with a run batted in last night. Drove in the first run of the game. .296 hitter on the year. 2 home runs, both in Nashville last weekend. He also had a grand slam last Friday night. He caught last night, first base today. Can't handle the breaking ball there, 0-2.
That's a good pitch.
Steps out to collect his thoughts. Kellen Brink contemplating what he wants to throw the big Canadian with no balls and 2 strikes on him. Tried to get him to chase again. Today, Dayton LaChance's 21st birthday. Got to do something special on your 21st birthday, don't you?
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Two. This guy is really the team leader, even though it's only his first season here in Norman. Just a gregarious, fun guy. He's always trying to get the guys to play a game on the team bus together. And the loudest voice in any conversation you hear with the team. Takes that outside 3-2. A really fun personality. Right center field, that's hit well. Back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone!
Happy birthday, young man.
Ha ha! The birthday boy. A solo shot to right, and it's 1-0 Oklahoma.
That ball was really hit. He just left it out of the half, and he went with it. Big, strong kid, just drove it right center.
Look at the flags. That's into a crosswind there. And right to the Roughnecks tent in right center field. Third home run of the season for LaChance. It's his third home run in the last 5 games. Alec Blair did not play last night, the freshman in left field today. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's homered twice on the year. .271 average. Can't catch up with the fastball there, 1-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. That's 3 of them for Kellenbrink. Home run, by the way, was the 7th Kellenbrink has allowed this year.
That was a tough pitch right there. Like we talked about last night, it's can't leave it in the umpire's hands, even at this level. I mean, they're still considered amateur umpires.
Drew Dickerson also did not play last night. He had a big series against the Tigers in Columbia last year. He's out of Lee Summit, Missouri, a sophomore. Had that nice catch back in the first inning today in right. Big power in this young man. 2 home runs on the season. Pulls that down the left field line with top spin. That's a base hit. And a 2-out single for Drew Dickerson.
Yeah, good job muscling that ball to the outfield. That ball got in on him a little bit.
That's Drew Dickerson. Of course, Missouri pitching coach is Drew Dickinson. Dickerson with pretty good speed. We'll see if he's inclined to be off to the races here. Kyle Branch, the batter. First pitch swinging, lofts it into center. This should end the inning. Caden Pierre under it, side retired. The Sooners, as they did last night, strike first in the bottom of the second inning. A Dayton LaChance homer. 1-0 Oklahoma as we head to the third. Ninth year already for Skip Johnson at Oklahoma. We mentioned that 2022 run to the championship series of the College World Series. Got another good team this year, Rich Hills.
Yeah, for sure. I can't believe it's been 9 years already. It seems like he just got here a few years ago, but he's done a great job. You know, that whole staff, you know, recruiting, you know, revamping the offense with Willits, you know, the chaos mentality. He's done an amazing job.
He was 10 years the pitching coach at Texas, and he has almost equaled that time. Well, he has been, because he was the pitching coach here before he took over as head coach.
Yep.
Isaiah Frost leading off for Missouri. The third inning. Senior out of Lee Summit. Second appearance for Lee Summit on the show today. And quickly Cam Johnson in front, no balls and 2 strikes. That guy's fired up to be here today. Frost hitting .313 with 1 homer. Fights that one off over the OU dugout. Another 0-2. Just nicked it. Same two teams, 2 o'clock tomorrow in the series finale. And Oklahoma excited they get Cord Rager back tomorrow. Their big freshman lefty. Missed the last 2 starts with tenderness. TBA for Missouri on the mound tomorrow. One ball and 2 strikes. They're coming down to the wire in the Women's Gymnastics National Championships. Looks like it's either going to be Oklahoma or LSU. They've separated from the field. LSU with a .075 lead going into the final rotation. They are on the beam. Oklahoma is on the floor. We'll let you know who won. About 15 minutes or so, probably. Lengthy at bat for Isaiah Frost to start the third. The 1-2 to shortstop. Jackson Willits is there. 1 out. You were shortstop.
Yeah, that's a.
What was the fewest number of errors you had in a season?
To be honest with you, I have no idea.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't really focus on it. I know there was a few times I played injured, made 2 or 3 in a game, but I don't know. I have to look it up. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Well, I have no desire to look it up. And I'm going to wait until after this half inning to tell you the reason why I brought it up. Swing and a miss by Keegan Knutson. Sometimes you speak things into existence. I'm going to wait until Oklahoma's batting again.
Right.
Knutson 1 for 3 with a double last night. 9-hole here. And he's down 0-2, and boy, it's an encouraging sign if you're a Sooner fan, Rich.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson getting in front of hitters repeatedly here.
Yeah, for sure. He's done a good job getting ahead, and really the Missouri hitters have done a good job of fouling pitches off and running. I mean, he's got 40-plus pitches already, 45.
One and two. And there it is again. Another foul ball. More baseballs for home plate umpire Mark Winters.
Probably lost close to a dozen already.
Lots of souvenirs for the kids here today. Courtesy the Missouri Tigers. Outside. Missed with a change. 2-2. Down the right field line, Dickerson into the corner, approaching that wall, and he ran out of room. That's into what used to be the visiting bullpen down there. It's got the sun, the wind, and the approaching wall to deal with. It is a bright sky today, too. No clouds above. One out, nobody on in the Missouri third. A Dayton LaChance homer has given Oklahoma the lead. To first, there's LaChance. 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Blaze Ward. One time through the lineup, Cam Johnson, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Gave up just the 1 hit. Ward, one of his strikeouts to start the game. Up the middle. Branch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Sooner infield flashing some leather. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Oklahoma on Saturday.
The real fun just getting started.
Run straight for the breakaway.
The celebration is on.
Kimry Family Stadium here in Norman. 1-0 Oklahoma as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order due up for the Sooners. Sweet Caroline sounding throughout the stadium against Brady Kellenbrink. Jason Walk flied out to center field in his first at-bat, 0 for 1 today, 2 for 6 in the series. Was asking you about how many errors, because you were a tremendous, you were a national championship winning shortstop here at Oklahoma. Jackson Willits has 1 error so far this year.
Wow.
At shortstop. And we are
That's impressive, yeah.
2/3 of the way through the season. Developing storyline for the Sooners this year as Walk bunts it to first.
That's a hit.
And easily beats it. Just perfectly placed. Hit number 4 for Oklahoma.
Yeah, just perfectly placed. You get it in that no man's land, you run like that. You see the first baseman indecisive whether to go get it or not. And Walk with his speed beats everybody to the bag.
Speed aboard to start an inning for Jackson Willits. Developing storyline is the Oklahoma defense this year, and I'm not sure if it was expected to be this good coming into the season, but it has been tremendous, especially on the infield.
Yeah.
Outfield too, but especially on the infield. They lead the league in double plays turned. They're top 3 in fielding percentage in conference play. They've been fantastic.
Yeah, and if you can pitch and play defense, you give yourself a chance to win a lot of games.
Two balls and no strikes. Mateo Cerna going to jog out. Chat quickly with Brady Kellenbrink. Jason Walk, a threat to go for sure. 13 stolen bases on the year. You just guessing with a lefty on the mound? If you're a base runner?
It depends. Sometimes lefties have some tells depending on the guy.
3-0.
Some teams just go first move. You know, if you have good speed like Walk, you're betting that you can make it to second before the pitcher can get to the first base and the first baseman can get it down there. A lot of times left-handers, that back toe against the rubber will lift up when they throw to first base.
Pumps a 3-0 strike in there. Jackson Willits singled his first time, one of 4 Sooner base hits. 2 for 6 in the series. So Eli got his first homer. Yesterday or the day before? throw to first? I saw it yesterday, but it might have been. It
Right.
was on social media. It might have been from the day before. Inside the Parker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your first one inside the Parker.
3 balls and a strike to Big Brother. The pitch. Comes up empty on that one. Been off speed on 3-1. May very well put Jason Walk in motion here on a full count. Good Missouri contingent with us here in the ballpark. Not running, fouled out of play. Another throw to first. And you see the Sooners 89, second in the SEC. Stolen bases this year. Huge lead for Jason Walk over there.
He just extended it another full step.
And another pickoff attempt.
I think he's got a pretty good read on the move. He's been going back right away when he's thrown over.
Well, Jace Woyd is in front of the bag a bit, too, the first baseman. He's got to kind of catch and go backwards, which allows you probably an extra step. Here's the payoff. And he walked him. And the first 2 have reached in the Sooner third. First walk for Kellenbrink.
Now batting for the Sooners.
Talked to Reggie Willits before, and maybe that was the case there, where says sometimes the best thing you can do, even if you think you can steal second base, is to not.
Right.
Because it bothers the pitcher so much
yes.
that he's worried about you stealing
Right.
second base. And he may either walk the batter or groove one to the batter.
Right. And once he steals it, he's not really worried most of the time about guys stealing third for the most part. But with this offense, they steal third a lot too.
Drew Dickinson, Missouri pitching coach, out for a chat as Brady Kellenbrink has given up a bunt single and walked Jackson Willett so far here in the third. 2 on, nobody out for Trey Gamble. Mentioned it last night, but first year for Drew Dickinson as pitching coach in Columbia, and has just done a phenomenal job. Widely respected across the sport. All right, here we go. Sooners up 1-0 on the LaChance homer. A chance to add to that lead here in Game 2. Gamble 0 for 1. Bunsen.
Good bunt.
Third base side. Knutson.
Oh, no, he didn't. He saved.
Throws off target. Everybody's safe. Two excellent bunts this inning for Oklahoma, and they're loaded with nobody out.
Yeah, really tough play for Knutson there. But a perfectly placed bunt. You see it on the dirt part of the turf. I mean, it's a good play by Knutson. Just brought him up the line, not able to get a tag on him.
And Brendan Brock struck out looking first time up. Golden opportunity here to add to his RBI lead. Ball 1. The flags in right center field have lost some of their zest here. Not blowing as hard as they were earlier in the day or 10 minutes ago. Base hit into left. Walk scores. They'll hold Willits. Bases remain loaded, and it's 2-0 OU. just ripped one into left field. 38th run batted in for Brendan Brock. Still nobody out, and Camden Johnson will be the batter now. Struck out swinging first time. Left field. Jordan is there. Willits will tag and score. It's a sac fly RBI for Johnson, and it's 3-0 Sooners.
Yeah, good job getting the guy in from third with less than 2 outs.
Now back to the Sooners. First baseman, number 48.
Camden Johnson gets his 21st run batted in SEC play, and his 30th for the year. Dayton LaChance with 2 on, 1 out. He homered to right first time up, his 3rd of the season. Low and away. Bunt single, walk, bunt single, RBI single, and sac fly so far here in the 3rd inning. Kind of a small ball clinic so far for the Sooners. 2-0. Straight up the chute on the infield.
That's a tough one.
Woida at first. Infield fly is called. It's dropped, but infield fly was called. LaChance is out. And there's 2 outs in the inning.
Now back to the Sooners. Left fielder number 4, Alec Blair.
That's a oh, thank God moment if you're an infielder.
Yeah. Get bailed out.
Yeah. Wind, sun,
Yeah.
things get crazy. Oh, thank God he called for infield fly. So 2 outs now for Blair. Alec Blair, by the way, hitting almost right at 300 against left-handed pitching in SEC play. That's why he is in the lineup today. He has handled lefties well. Struck out looking first time up on a very good outside fastball, or fastball on the outside corner. One and one. Trey Gamble at second. Brendan Brock at first with 2 outs and 2 runs in. Here in the Sooner 3rd inning. Swing and a miss, and that'll end it. But Oklahoma adds 2. We head to the 4th. Middle game of a 3-game weekend set, 3-0 OU. Fourth inning here in Norman, 3-0 Sooners in front. There's Kerrick Jackson, Missouri head coach in his third season. Was the SWAC Coach of the Year at Southern back in 2019. Trying to turn things around in Columbia. Cam Durnan leads off the fourth. Tigers just one hit off Cam Johnson so far. That was a Mateo Cerna single in the second. Durnan takes a ball. Now the Oklahoma women's gymnastics team has just won their fourth national championship in the last 5 years. And it was close. They rally in the final rotation to defeat LSU. Florida finished third, Minnesota fourth. KJ Kindler has a juggernaut going on in the Lloyd Noble Center. Swing and a miss, 1-2. We'll see if the men can make it a gymnastics sweep for Oklahoma later tonight.
It's amazing what those girls are able to do.
Incredible. Strikeout number 3 for Cam Johnson. All of them have been leadoff batters. Struck out the leadoff man in the first, the second, and now the fourth.
Now batting for the Tigers, first baseman number 25, Jace
It's Durnan to Chase there. Jace Woida. How were you at the balance beam back in your day?
Not good.
Not good?
Not good. And I couldn't do any of the stuff that they do for sure. I might be able to walk across it. That's about it.
I couldn't do that. I don't know. I couldn't get up on it.
Yeah, right.
Strike one to Woida. He popped out first time. Pulled the string on that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a look right there. Get the sunglasses, the eye black.
Got it all. Elbow guard, foot guard.
Yeah.
Sliding mitt in the pocket.
His face looks like me going to the beach, only it's white where the black is. Yeah.
The zinc oxide.
Uh-huh. Two and two. A little nubber back to the mound. Johnson fields and throws. 2 outs.
Man, that looked easy. It's a tough play.
Now batting for the Tigers, right fielder number 5.
The old spin and sling.
Yeah.
Six straight retired since Cerna's base hit in the second. Here's Pierre Seals, strikeout victim, first time up. Oklahoma has received several outstanding starts from L.J. Mercurius and several outstanding starts from Cam Johnson, but never on the same weekend in SEC play so far. 1 and 2. If one has been on, the other has been off. Last night, Mercurius, 9 strikeouts, no walks. He picked up his 6th win. And we're only in the 4th today, but Cam Johnson looks on his game so far. And while I'm sure that's frustrating for Skip Johnson, to inconsistency, you also know it's in there. You roll into postseason play with a couple of big guns like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention Cord Rager has been very good for him too. And everything clicks on the same weekend, you got a chance to go a ways.
Yeah, for sure.
The 2-2 to Seals. A little bit low. Here's the payoff. Fouled it back. (9-6) the final last night. Oklahoma took the opener. Missouri trying to force a rubber game if they could take game 2 today. Got him. Swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers in the fourth. Fourth strikeout for Johnson. 3-0 Oklahoma on Saturday.
This thing.
3-0 Sooners as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Norman. It'll be Dickerson, Branch, and Walk due up for Oklahoma facing Brady Kellenbrink. And we are thrilled to be joined now by the young man who got the victory last night, L.J. Mercurius. Outstanding on the mound, 9 strikeouts and no walks in Oklahoma's Game 1 victory. L.J., how are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Congratulations last night. What was working for you?
Really had a little bit of everything going. Had a cutter going, the slider, and the changeup, and then the heater command. It's kind of my bread and butter with the changeup. So those things were going, so I felt pretty good.
Yeah, LJ, what's it like when you have things going, and what's that feel like when you know you have command of all your pitches?
Really the biggest thing is when you know you have them, it's just kind of keeping the ball down and throwing it over the plate. Cade Cavalli was here, let's say early spring, and I was asking him about what he's thinking with his off speed, and he just says, I just throw it over the white and let it do its thing. And so that's really the goal, is just throw it over the white, hard the plate, throw it there, and then let it break to the left or to the right and let it do whatever it's going to do.
LJ, what is it like watching little brother when he's on the mound for you?
Dude, it's still nerve-wracking, but it's awesome. He's really become the player I think he can be, and right now he's shown it. I mean, Vanderbilt was a tough one, but we talked about it. I kind of give him my insight, having 2 bad starts. We're like, dude, we just kind of got to remember where we come from and just stay on the attack. I mean, it's the only thing we can do. It's the only thing Skip asks us to do is just compete, and so just go ahead and do that. So it's fun watching him do those things and do it at a high level.
He take your advice?
I think so.
Yeah?
He did pretty good yesterday.
He doesn't tell you to get out of here. He doesn't want to listen, huh?
That's no, I do got to wait till after the game to talk to him, but yeah, he does listen.
The 0-2 to Dickerson, swing and a miss. First out in the fourth. How about Cam today?
Man, he's awesome. Biggest thing with Cam, or the big thing we talk about Skip at OU makes us really become better people, and really builds our character for the man that we want to be on our day going forward. And so Cam today, he's showing it. I mean, when Cam's confident and he believes in himself, he's really good, and it's showing right now. He's dominating with his heater, especially with a team that flies open, so he's doing his thing.
Kyle Branch shows bunt, takes a ball high. You mentioned the couple of rough starts you had there in the middle of SEC play. What did you do to get through that? Did you make any kind of a mechanical change, or was it a mentality thing? How'd you come out the other side of that?
Yeah, mechanically, we watched some film and saw my hands were getting low, so I was getting stuck, and then I brought them back up, and then mentally it was kind of just remembering who I am and where we come from. Like, we didn't come from much, and so just had to remember to keep that dog. Like, our parents didn't have as much, and we didn't have as much as kids, so that's our little edge, and so remembering our edge and taking that up to the field every day. And then when you pair that with your mechanics and you have your mind's in the right spot and you're hungry, you're going to be successful. So that's really my biggest thing, was getting back to that and being that person, and that's who I am. So, yeah.
2 balls and a strike to Branch. What's the feeling inside that clubhouse right now with this baseball team? We're down to 5 weekends to go in the regular season.
Man, it's awesome. Everyone's like, I don't want to say everyone's happy. We're enjoying being around each other. We're a really close-knit group. We all hang out every day almost. So vibes are high. We're just out here competing, having fun, joking around, just playing baseball locked in. So can't get better than that.
What's it been like for you to be in the SEC this year and some of the crowds you've pitched in front of?
Yeah, man, it's different being in the SEC to the Mountain West. Like, people are letting you hear everything, but it's fun. I mean, that's what we live for. We play baseball for this reason. Have fans out here that know your name, know what's going on in your life, and just go out there. And when there's some fans that they might not like you, go ahead and shut them up. Just dominate the other team, and they would be quiet real quick. So it's fun. I really enjoy the crowds. I enjoy the people. I enjoy the new city. So it's sick.
Is that LaChance getting after you down there with the seeds?
I'm a guess so.
Yeah.
That would be a LaChance thing, yeah.
I think it was. You've got he's an interesting guy, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Big Mape, gotta love him.
Big Mape.
Big Mape.
Tell folks about Dayton LaChance. I've tried to explain before kind of his personality, but you know it better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he ever has a bad day, which is kind of rare. Some people have bad days, but he never has a bad day. Always has a big smile on his face. Probably the happiest baseball player you will ever meet in your entire life. And I mean that. Like, this dude is always smiling, always joking. Doesn't matter if he gets out, or hits home run, or he's on base. Like, he's always smiling. And it's just awesome to be around, just because kind of brightens your mood up too. So it's awesome. He's awesome. He's a great guy.
He went yard on his birthday, his 21st birthday.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get a little present in the locker room today.
Well, LJ, congratulations. You're a delight to talk to. Great start last night, and good luck next week down in Auburn.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
LJ Mercurius. Kyle Branch walked with 1 out. He's at first base, and the throw goes that way. Delightful young man, Rich.
Oh, for sure. And, and they recruit good kids, for the most part. Ever since Skip's been here, it seems like everybody I come in contact with, whether it's at a banquet dinner or in passing on the field, they're all very polite, good kids, and that's what makes it fun to play, with guys like that, like LJ was talking about. And it's fun to coach good kids too, They're coachable, they're good players, and they want to learn.
Jason Walk strikes out looking. Obviously did not agree with the call there. 5th strikeout for Kellen Brink. Jackson Willits with 2 outs. He's been on twice today, a single and a walk. Scored a run in that 3rd inning. Lifted to right. That's a long run for everybody. Seals trying to get there, and it's out of play. Yesterday, that would have blown back into right center field. Today, it blew foul. How about this final from the SEC today? Georgia beat Arkansas 26-14.
Wow.
40 runs scored.
Huh. Don't see that very often.
35 hits. Arkansas committed 6 errors in the game. That one will take a while to shake off. 26-14. You score 14 runs and lose by a dozen?
Right.
That's a tough day.
That's definitely a tough day.
Runner goes. Pitch is taken high. Throw down to second base. Not in time. It's the second stolen base of the year for Kyle Branch. He's in scoring position now.
He got a good jump. Looked like he was going first move.
One ball and two strike count to Willits. Toward right. Seals back. It's over his head. That'll score a run. And Willits into second with an RBI double. Four 0 Oklahoma.
Yeah, he just slashed that ball. Tailing away from Seals out there in right field. I mean, he hit it well.
Team leading 11th double of the year for Jackson Willits. 30th run batted in.
Yeah, Seals had no chance of that ball in right field. Branch scores easily.
Trey Gamble, bunt single last time up. He's 1 for 2. And Willits takes off for third, and he'll get there without a throw. '91st stolen base of the year for OU. 5th for Willits. High fly to right. Seals looking into the sun. And he's got it, and that ends the inning. Sooners tack one on, though. Jackson Willits RBI double. 4-0 Oklahoma as we head to the 5th. They did it again. They rallied in the final rotation, and the Oklahoma Sooners are the women's gymnastics national champions for the 4th time in the last 5 years. It is the 8th national championship for head coach KJ Kindler as they slide past LSU to claim the crown. Congratulations. A dynasty at Oklahoma women's gymnastics. Cam Johnson's been good so far, Rich.
Yeah, 4 innings pitched, 4 Ks. You know, he's been commanding that fastball, which is big for him. And it helps when you can command it at 98.
Yeah.
It's amazing how hard baseball players throw nowadays. Like, the 100 was hardly ever even seen when I played. Now everybody in the big leagues throws 100, it seems like.
Certainly 95 is nothing.
Yes.
And 95 used to be.
Yeah, 95 to 97 was like you were bringing it.
Elite.
Yeah.
It still is, but the percentage of college pitchers now that hit 95 is remarkable. But 98 from the left side at 6'6"
Yeah.
is a lot to deal with,
Yeah.
because by the
It
time
looks like an aspirin coming in there.
he lets go of that ball
Yeah, it's
with his frame, he's all the way out at the end of the mound.
Yeah.
98 probably looks like 105.
Almost to the grass part of the turf.
That one got away from him. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Pierre. Pierre lined out. Hard hit ball at Camden Johnson at third base back in the second. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts for Johnson. And no walks.
Yes, that's the key. Right, it's just another fastball down in the zone. I mean, as a pitcher, if you can live down there, bottom third of the zone, you're going to have a lot of success.
Mateo Cerna has the only hit off Cam Johnson today, and it was after a lengthy and outstanding at-bat in the second inning. He lined a single into right. Switch hitting catcher out of Doral, Florida. Ahead in the count 2-0 here. With a win last night, Oklahoma improved to 8-1 on Fridays this year. That one by him. (15-5) at home here at Kimry Family Stadium. And there's the first walk of the day. The first walk issued by an OU starter in the series. And Cerna has been on both times up. He's the only Tiger that has reached. Donovan Jordan flied out to right in the second. Ooh. And he got hit by that pitch. And there's 2 on with 1 out. First pitch to Jordan on the front foot.
He's held on to that one too long. Spiked it in the ground.
Well, the first real scoring threat here for the Tigers today. Isaiah Frost will be the batter. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Took a little off that, Rich. Put it in there at 94. A little get-me-over fastball.
Get me over at 94.
Pretty good-looking pitch there. 1-1. That's a fair ball. Yeah. Brock goes to first. Second out of the inning. Tigers now, though, with 2 in scoring position. It's another strength for this Oklahoma team this year. They got 2 catchers that really field their position well. Handle the running game. Brock, an outstanding athlete. LaChance, one of the best pitch framers in the country, according to the statistics. Saw the athleticism of Brock there. Fly it into right. Drew Dickerson under it, and that ends the inning. A couple of base runners, but no harm done. Halfway home on Saturday afternoon, it's 4-0 Sooners. Bottom five we go. 4-0 Sooners in front in game 2. Sooners won the opener last night. Cam Johnson spinning a good one so far, and we're joined now by Missouri's head coach, Kerrick Jackson. Coach, thanks for joining us again today. What has Kellen Brink shown you so far on the mound?
I mean, he's competing. The problem is we're missing spots, and so we're a lot of the hits that you're seeing where location is off, we're trying to go in, and he's missing away or some of those types of things. So, again, he's competing, but when he's making mistakes, specifically with 2 strikes, they're taking advantage.
Yeah, Coach. So what does your offense need to do to get some better looks at Cam Johnson? You guys only have 1 hit so far, but done a good job of fouling off some pitches and driving the pitch count up, but don't have a whole lot to show for it right now.
The key is being on time for the fastball. Like you're right, we get to 2 strikes and we're fouling pitches off, but we're late when we know that, again, he's thrown the changeup, but he hasn't thrown the changeup for strikes. He's thrown the changeup for chase, so it's a 1-pitch guy. Right. And I get it, it's 95 to 98, but man, pull it foul 1,000 miles or something. Stop being late.
Right.
Do something different. So hopefully, I think that he's probably used his time up, and he probably won't be in there anymore. But if he is back there, we got to do something different.
Good stuff. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you, MIZ.
Kerrick Jackson, third-year head coach of the Tigers. 2 balls and no strikes the count to Brendan Brock. Had an RBI single last time up. Takes a strike on the outside corner here. Sooners 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Tigers no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Coach Jackson guessing that maybe we've seen the last of Cam Johnson there. Strikeout of Brendan Brock. That's 6 of them for Brady Kellenbrink. We'll see about that in the that might be wishful thinking. I'm not sure. Here's a look first at the strikeout.
Yeah, just fastball, just not able to catch up to it. Might have been looking for something else.
Cam Johnson only at 79 pitches, so I think we'll at least see him again for the bottom of the 5th inning. Not yet pitcher of record in this game. He went only 25 pitches in that start at Vanderbilt last week. 115 the week before. So, be shocked if he's not back out there for the bottom of the 5th. 0-2 to Camden Johnson. Just missed the outside corner. Sac fly RBI for Johnson last time up. Hit hard to left. Jordan is there. And there's 2 gone in the 5th.
Now batting to the center. First baseman number 48. Take
Oklahoma saw their RPI creep up a spot with the win last night to 17. It'll be interesting to see, get a little closer to the finish line here, whether or not they can become a regional host again this year. Second time in the last 3 years. Right now, kind of on that bubble as LaChance lifts one into pretty deep right field. Seals leaps, can't hang on. LaChance into second with a double. And the big day continues for the birthday boy. Good effort by Seals and Wright.
He made a great effort at that ball. Got a glove on it a little bit. Looks like might have fell out when he ran into the fence. That's a tough play, especially with a little bit of wind cutting across it. Yeah, the glove came off.
Not sure that ball ever hit the wall.
It hit off his glove, then hit the wall, looked like.
Yeah. Glove, wall, and then into his lap.
Yeah.
Once it touches the wall, though, it's no longer a catch.
Right.
Swing and a miss by Blair. Two strikeouts today for Alec Blair. It's a base hit here to make it 4 consecutive innings that Oklahoma has scored a run in as Kellenbrink steps off. Back to the RPI and NCAA tournament conversation. Right now kind of on the bubble, maybe the wrong side of the bubble as far as hosting, but they're lingering in that area with a solid RPI. They're number 12 in strength of schedule in the country, and that's only going to improve, you would think.
Yeah.
Pitch is taken low. They're going to have opportunities. I think it's going to come down to how many SEC wins they can get. Right now at 8-8, if they could get maybe to 17, 16, 17, 18 in that range, slightly above 500 in league play, with what they did in the non-con, be in line. I think they would have a really good chance to host postseason baseball here in Norman. But that's going to take some doing.
Yeah.
They got Auburn, Arkansas, Florida, Tennessee still to come.
Yeah.
Strike 3 called. Innings over. LaChance doubles. He's left at second. On to the 6th we go on Saturday in Norman. It's 4-0 OU. Toby Rowland, Rich Hill's back with you. There's a look at last season to this season comparison for Missouri. And you can tell by this graphic, Garrick Jackson seems to have things going in a positive direction. A much better non-conference run this year. They won 13 games in a row at one point. They've equaled their conference win total from a year ago with still half the season to play, the conference season. So I'm sure there's frustration at times, but It's a tough league, Rich Hills.
Yeah, it's a daily grind for sure. There's no let up in the SEC, heck, in any sport, let alone just baseball.
I was in Columbia last year when these two teams played. This is a much better Missouri team than a year ago. And with two of the most respected coaches in the country, really, in Kerry Jackson and Drew Dickinson, you got to feel optimistic about the future.
Yeah, and just with talking to Coach, you can tell that, you know, he has a toughness about him that probably overflows into his players.
That went in on the hands of Blaze Ward. 0 for 2 today. Freshman homered last night, trying to extend a streak of 19 straight games where he has reached base safely. Camden Johnson, the only one on the left side of the infield. Safe is the call. I'm not sure LaChance was able to hang on to that baseball at first.
I couldn't tell.
Looked like the throw beat the runner, but it might have trickled out of the glove of LaChance. Let's take another look here.
Yeah, makes a clean backhand. Throws obviously low. Yeah, it looks like he wasn't able to pick it clean. Oh, yeah.
He tried to hide it.
Yeah.
That'll be an error, first of the series for OU. And the Tigers have leadoff man on for Cam Durnan. 0 for 2. Four 0 Sooners in the 6th. Do have some activity in the Sooner bullpen. Just starting to percolate a bit. Looks like Trent Collier, a left-hander, is up. And Jason Bowden, the righty. There's a strike, 2-2. Neither one of them looked too serious about it yet.
Yeah.
Base hit to left. Second hit off of Johnson today, and there's 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting for the Tigers, first baseman number 25, Jace Woyda.
And the dangerous Jace Woyda. 2 home runs last night. Could tighten this thing up in a flash. And Skip Johnson out for a chat. Top of the 6th inning. Big lefty has been impressive today. Gotten himself in a little bit of trouble. His defense has helped get him in a little bit of trouble here in the 6th with the error that allowed Ward to reach. Durnan followed that up with a base hit. Quick conversation. Skip walking back, dreaming of a deer stand somewhere. 2-0. Slowly grounded to second. The only play is at first. Runners advance, 1 away. Ward to third, Durnan to second.
Now batting for the Tigers, right fielder
This has
number
felt
5,
comfortable
Garrett
today, Rich, for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But it's only 4-0.
Yeah, a base hit cuts it in half.
Yeah. Seals 0 for 2. Starting to fall behind some hitters, too.
Pitch count's getting up there. No, that's going to be it.
Yeah, here comes Skip. Oh, very good start for Cam Johnson, but sensing he's near the finish line, the head coach is going to go get his guy. Oklahoma's going to the bullpen here in the top of the 6th inning with a 4-run lead, and the Tigers threatening. Great bounce back today for Cam Johnson after that rough start in Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, he threw well, 5 strikeouts on the walk. Just looked like he was getting a little tired there towards the end with 98 pitches, and he was electric early on for sure. But I think Skip with a couple runners in scoring position here and chance to cut the lead in half and go into Jason Bowden out of the bullpen.
He got the nickname last year, Everyday Bowden. Felt like he was in every day. He led the team in appearances. He's had a little more help in the bullpen this year, so hasn't seen as big of a workload, but still, this is his 14th appearance of the year. 3-1 record and a 3.48 ERA. Hard-throwing righty here with a lot of movement on his breaking ball. Runners at second and third with 1 out. And it's lined to shortstop. Not in time to second to double up Durnan. But there's 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, just right at him.
I think Oklahoma's going to challenge this.
Seals put a good swing on just right at Jackson Willits.
And the Sooners will indeed challenge the call at second base. Jason Bowden trying to throw 1 pitch and get out of the inning. If they can get the overturn on the call here. They're showing the replay on the big screen right now. Yeah, you can't see the ball. It does look like, at first glance, it looks like Dernan's foot beats Branch's foot to the bag.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't see this being overturned. Here's a look at it. Yellow foot down before red foot. Close play, but I think the call on the field is going to stand here. Here's the verdict.
After review, the runner at second base is safe. Oklahoma has one remaining challenge in this game.
That's our crew chief, David Savage. So 2 outs. Runners still at second and third for Caden Peer. Bowden trying to preserve the shutout for Cam Johnson. Strike called. Runners on base are his responsibility, although if one of them scores at this point, it would be an unearned run. Just outside. Jason Bowden, a Texas A&M transfer a couple of seasons ago. And that'll do it. Sawed him off. Popped up the shortstop. Inning over. Shutout preserved for now. Bottom 6 we go. 4-0 OU. Bottom 6 we go here in Norman. 4-0. Oklahoma in front. Trying to win the series with a victory today. Let's go down to Carly Murray at the dugout.
Well, Toby, it's definitely gotten a lot chillier down here. I forgot my jacket, and luckily the OU baseball dugout was kind enough to loan me a sweatshirt, guys. And guess what? Todd Butler said I can keep it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell Todd Butler I also am cold, and I'm a 2X, please.
I will let him know. Honestly, you may
Same.
be able to have this one. This looks like a 2X on me, guys. Swallows me.
Nice. Strike one to Drew Dickerson to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, you can throw in a hat, too.
It's passing out swag down at the dugout. Dickerson singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Big cut at that one, 0-2. Eight hits so far today for Oklahoma. 1 home run. That was Dayton LaChance. He has also doubled. 3 extra base hits. Jackson Willits has a double as well. Sooners have homered 5 times in the series. Check swing, went around. 8 strikeouts now for Brady Kellenbrink today.
For the Sooners, second baseman number 6, Kyle Branch.
Dang, just fastball up. Not able to hold up.
Kyle Branch walked, stole a base, and scored last time up in the fourth. Takes one off the plate inside. Series finale, 2 o'clock here tomorrow. We'll have it for you on SEC Network Plus. Will it be a rubber game, or will Oklahoma be going for the sweep? That'll be decided over the final 3.5 innings here. Three and 0 to Branch. We got activity now in the Missouri bullpen with Kellen Brink over 90 pitches. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. I love it now that you can see the visiting bullpen from the broadcast booth, by the way. Forever here in Norman, that wasn't the case.
Behind that windscreen with all the regional and World Series appearances.
That's in right field there, the visiting bullpen. The home bullpen is in left field this year. That'll swap next year. There's Trey Lawrence warming up, the right-hander. Flied into right. Seals fighting the sun. 2 outs. The visiting bullpen, by the way, is a little nicer than the home bullpen here in Norman. It's got 3 mounds on it. One of them is a true dirt mound in case you're going to be, making a road trip to a stadium that has a dirt mound. The reason is that will be Oklahoma's bullpen starting next year. They're going to build a player development center down the right field line. They're going to move to the first base dugout. And they started out this year, Rich, in right field.
Yeah, they did.
The first couple of weekends, they said, we're going to take the nice bullpen. That's going to be our bullpen. And then it just became too much to try to send guys all the way across the field to right.
I mean, it makes sense.
Strike 2.
To have it on the same side. Like you said, they'll be over there next year, and with the improvements that are much overdue for this field for sure.
Strikes out Jason Walk, puts the Sooners down in order in the 6th. 9 strikeouts for Brady Kellenbrink. On to the 7th we go on Saturday in Norman. Overflow crowd today. Many hundreds of people out on the outfield berms.
It's fun to see.
It is great.
It's awesome. We talked about it before about the fence, being able to sit up against the fence, and those guys out there are able to heckle outfielders if they wish,
That's new this year, by the way. You used to not be able to see through that fence. So bring the Yeti and some chairs and some friends.
Yeah, and your dog.
Have a day.
Yeah.
Got some tents that are starting to show up out there the last couple of weekends. And so far, they are watching the home team on top 4-0 as we go to the 7th. Still Jason Bowden for the Sooners. He'll start by facing Mateo Cerna. Defensive changes for Oklahoma as Brendan Brock is now in right. Dayton LaChance moves behind the plate, and there's the other one. Dayton Taki comes in to play first base and makes a slick play there on the 3-1 putout. Better be ready to go.
Right.
The ball finds you.
Yes, every time.
And there's Deshaun Harris now in left field for Oklahoma. He replaces Alec Blair. First pitch to Donovan Jordan is a ball. Hit by a pitch last time up. Flied out back in the 2nd inning. Strike called. Oh, and he got hit again.
Dang. Ball magnet.
Right between the eights on the hip.
Can't get out of the way of those. Those ones that just low, right at your midsection. He's got to stand there and wear it.
What's the most painful hit by pitch you suffered?
Ooh, I don't know. There's so many. Probably Kerry Wood.
Ever break anything?
No.
On a hit by pitch?
Mm-mm.
Kerry Wood could get it up there pretty good.
Yeah, he got me in the back once. Needless to say, there was a bruise for a week or two.
It's only funny because it was a long time ago.
Right.
Isaiah Frost, a ball and a strike. Frost 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs today. The line is closed now on Sooner starter Cam Johnson. Gives him 5 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. And last week got sideways on him, but that's 3 of the last 4 that have been dominant starts for Cam. Good sign.
And it's amazing how far he's come just from last year.
Incredible. One of the great turnaround stories in college baseball this year, really.
Yeah.
Fouled off the end of the bat.
I mean, to go from not hardly throwing at all.
They couldn't use him the second half of the season.
And then being in the starting rotation.
If Oklahoma can hang on here, he'll be 5-1. Just outside, 2-2. Jordan the runner at first with 1 out. Bowden wanted that one. Look at him. Full count. Dayton LaChance looks to be asking home plate umpire Mark Winters, where exactly did that miss? There goes Jordan. And it's ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. Second walk of the day for Sooner pitching. Infield will come together now to talk things through. That's been an area of needed improvement in SEC play. Talking about the walks. Oklahoma issued, and this is off the top of my head, but I'll be close. I believe it was 22 in the Texas A&M series, a series they won. 18 in the LSU series, another series they won. They walked 26 Longhorns. Last couple of weekends has been much better at Vanderbilt, and so far this weekend, just 1 walk last night and only 2 today. I mentioned last night, number 6 in the nation, the Sooners are, in hits allowed per 9 innings. It has been the free passes that has done them in more often than not when they have suffered defeats.
You can't defend a walk.
Keegan Knutson now. 2 on, 1 out. 0 for 2. There's a strike. Knutson 1 for 5 in the series. He doubled here last night as the Shadows make their way across home plate. Oh, and 2. That sinker that Bowden has also tends to induce ground balls. Last year, he led the team in most double plays thrown by a pitcher. They could certainly use one of those right here, the Sooners. 1-2. Chopper, right side. Is it hard enough? Flip to second for 1, relay to first. Yes, sir. On demand. And Missouri wants to challenge this. Hang on just a second. It's like the Tigers want to challenge the call at first base. We are under review before we go to break. They had to turn that one quick, Rich.
Yeah, it was kind of a medium hit ball to Branch. Did a good job with the backhand flip to Willits, and Willits with a good exchange and throw to Taki.
Here's a look at it. I think he's out. Looks like ball before the foot's down.
I think you're right.
Sooners lead the SEC in double plays turned in league play by a wide margin. And they hope they have done it again here. Second straight inning, the Tigers have had a couple of men on. Couldn't push one across in the 6th. And barring an overturn here, it's happened again in the 7th. But don't you dare stretch yet. We are awaiting on Birmingham's allowance. Donovan Jordan looking on, hoping the verdict goes his way. Sometimes you wonder what's taken Birmingham so long, and I have learned that sometimes you get stuck in the queue. They may be reviewing another play from another game somewhere before they get to yours.
Right, that makes sense.
There are a couple of other SEC games going on right now, and this is a close play. Maybe they're just examining it from every angle, but there is not an umpire there for every game. One per game. That's my understanding anyway. There's one there to serve the entire conference. Here's a look at some of the other scores today. Auburn takes the series from Florida. Texas has won the first 2 from Bama. Here's our call. The call stands, the double play stands. 26-14, Georgia. How about that?
That's unbelievable.
That'll do it for the top of the 7th. Now you can stretch. 4-0 Oklahoma in Game 2 here in Norman. New pitcher on the mound for Mizzou. It is right-hander Trey Lawrence, the sophomore from Palmetto, Florida. 6'3", having a nice season for the Tigers. 12th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a save. 18 strikeouts, 8 walks. This guy was the starting shortstop on opening day for the Tigers a year ago. Has transitioned to one of their better bullpen arms.
That's impressive. Shortstop to the mound.
And he's going to try to keep this game right where it is for the Tigers. 4-0 Sooners lead it. He'll start by facing Jackson Willits, who's having a good afternoon. Willits, 3 plate appearances, has been aboard all 3 times. Singled in the first, walked and scored in the third. RBI double and stole a base in the fourth. And he takes the first pitch, a 93-mile-an-hour fastball outside. Two 2-0. Oklahoma back home midweek. Following this series, they'll host Oral Roberts on Tuesday night. And then they hit the road to the SEC next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday series next weekend at Auburn. Strike called. Brady Kellenbrink, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks today. He was very good. Right now, in line, however, for a second consecutive hard luck loss, unless the Tigers can rally here late. Out in front of that off-speed pitch. Missouri next week at home against SIU Edwardsville midweek, and then they will host the Arkansas Razorbacks, who will come in licking their wounds after giving up 26 and committing 6 errors today. Yikes. Dave Van Horn might have called practice tonight.
Right.
Swing and a miss. Can't find the ball. Willits headed for first. Cerna's throw that way, and it's scooped off the dirt. Nicely done by Woida at first for the out.
That was a great pick.
This is also an example of when you are allowed to stand on the green part of the bag if you're a first baseman. This throw coming from foul territory here. Woida alertly finds the other side of the bag. That's allowed. You're trying to avoid collisions down there. 1 out. Do you like the double bag?
I do. At first, just the old school in me was like, what do we need that for? But, like you said, it avoids, collisions, guys stepping on first baseman's feet. It's just, I like it. It's grown on me.
Heads up by Woida there to realize that he could move into foul territory there to field that throw, make it a little easier on Cerna. Trey Gamble, 1 for 3 today, 2 for 7 in the series. Homered last night. Sooners started the scoring today in the second on a Dayton LaChance homer. Put 2 on the board in the third, 1 in the fourth. We play in the bottom of the 7th. Three balls and a strike. Gamble has drawn a team-leading 30 walks on the year. as good of an eye as there is on this team at the plate. And there's number 31. Third walk issued by Tiger pitching today.
Now batting for the Sooners, now playing right field, number 10, Brendan Brock.
Brendan Brock 1 for 3. Picked up an RBI single back in that 2-run third inning. Strike one. Like I said, it has felt comfortable today for OU because of the way Cam Johnson started this game. He's been pretty dominant, but it is only a 4-run lead. Some insurance, if you're a Sooner fan, would work just fine. They have seen some late inning leads get away from them this year. Two and one. Right side of the infield wide open for Brock here if he shoots one the other way. You've got Woida holding the runner at first. Ward, the second baseman, shading him up the middle. Three balls and a strike. Big cut at that one. Let's see if they put Gamble on the move here with one out in the inning. Try to stay out of the double play. There he goes. And it's rocketed to Woida at first, and that is the double play. Nice play by Jace Woida. We go to the 8th, still 4-0 Sooners. We head to the 8th inning. Sooners in front. Both starters with good efforts today. Brady Kellenbrink, 10 strikeouts for the Tigers, 5 1/3 scoreless for Cam Johnson for Oklahoma. The Sooners have managed to piece together more offense, though, so far today, and they lead it by 4 as we reach the 8th inning. Still Jason Bowden on the mound, and he'll face the top of the order, starting with Blaze Ward. Crumples in pain in the left-hand batter's box after that foul ball.
Never feels good. Oh, looked like it off his shin almost.
He's got the Evo shield there, but
oh, or was it his back knee? Hard to tell.
It did kind of look like it was the left knee there, maybe.
He's flexing it.
Yeah. You don't often see a player foul a ball off their back leg.
No, not hardly ever.
He's good. He's tough. Missouri fans don't seem overly concerned about it. Their leadoff man's back in the box. One, 2. 2 hits today for the Tigers. Cerna, a second-inning single. Durnan, a sixth-inning single. That's it. Just outside. Last night, Missouri put 6 on the board. That broke a streak of 7 straight games in which they had been held to 5 runs or less. But nothing yet today. 2-2. Freshman from Maumelle, Arkansas. Popped up. Willett's calling for it at shortstop, and there's one out.
Now batting for the Tigers, shortstop number 27,
Cam Durnan. I did see one projection this week. We're getting to the point of the season where everybody's starting to throw out these weekly projections, which I can't get enough of. You know, it's fun to see. They're just guessing, but it's fun to look at. And the first one I opened this week had OU the 2 seed at Virginia.
Oh,
and I
thought
had
a lot of success there.
The creativity. Every postseason they've got OU going to somewhere in the Virginias.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia. Yeah. We won that regional in Virginia
a couple of times.
Yeah. And
you won a super there and a regional.
And a regional, yeah. And that regional in Virginia Tech when Pete Hughes was there.
Right. Yeah, they have had success. Last time they went to Virginia, they did not. That was just a couple of years ago. East Carolina knocked them out there. But for whatever reason, the committee loves sending Oklahoma to Virginia. Skip's got a question here. 3-0 the count.
He's like, where was that?
And that's a 4-pitch walk to Durnan. Second by Bowden. Boyd keeps coming up with opportunities to kind of turn this game on its head. Here it is again. He could cut the deficit in half if he gets into one here. He's 0 for 3 today.
Uh-oh.
Throw to first, got away. Durnan going to stop at second, and that's the second error of the day on Oklahoma.
Yeah, just into the runner. Looked like that ball was in the air. Looked like Taki just missed it.
Any sun issues right now?
Nah, it shouldn't be from that angle. I mean, if he's looking back towards home plate, yes.
LeChance, Taki, and Bowden. Strategy sesh. Just one out here in the top of the 8th. Missouri looking for some kind of momentum. Haven't had anything to get behind yet today. Jace Woida homered here twice last night. Could he provide that? Ball 1. Hmm. 2-0. Nobody throwing in the Sooner bullpen. Lifted to center.
It's too high.
Jason Walk backing, calling for it. Now coming in a few steps. Dernan tags and heads to third. And there's 2 outs now in the inning. Just missed that one.
Yeah, put a good swing on it. Got some barrel on it. Just too much of the bottom half of the ball. Easy fly ball for Jason Walk.
It's up to Pierre Seals now. Lined out last time up to shortstop. Has struck out twice today. 0 for 8 in the series as he takes a ball. Tennessee lost to Ole Miss today at home. Boy, the SEC is all kinds of turned upside down this year. You got Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and LSU down at the bottom of the conference. Or near the bottom. There's a strike. Those 3 teams scrapping just to make the tournament this year. A little Bronx cheer for the home plate umpire after that called strike. Late swing and a miss by Seals, 1-2. Trying to leave a man at third, Jason Bowden. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging. That'll do it for the Tiger 8th. 4-0 Sooners. Last chance for insurance when we come back in Norman.
Best conference tournament all of college baseball.
Run straight for the breakaway.
Let's get to Hoover.
Hanover last year. It is an unbelievable event. If you have never been, I would highly recommend you go. This is up to the minute with today's finals factored in, what the standings look like. Sooners hoping with a win they can move into the top half of the league there. And there you see Vandy, Tennessee, LSU, 12, 13, and 14th place right now. Vandy and LSU very much probably on the outside looking in. If the NCAA tourney was today, Tennessee with not a lot of wiggle room, which let that rattle around in your brain a bit. LSU's won 2 of the last 3 national championships. Tennessee's got the other one in there. And Vanderbilt has the longest current tournament streak in America. They've been to 19 in a row. Camden Johnson fouls one off. But we still have 4 more weekends after this one, so plenty of time to get some work done. And if I were a betting man, I bet they're all 3 in there when all is said and done. We'll see. Two balls and a strike to Camden Johnson. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly RBI. Homered here last night. 4-0 Oklahoma, bottom 8. Pretty good looking pitch, 3-1. Still no activity in the Sooner bullpen. This might be Jason Bowden's to take to the wire today.
Yeah, I think you're right with that one.
Jackson Cleveland is Oklahoma's closer, but as of right now, this is not a save situation, and he is not up and throwing. Ball's quiet on the Western Front. Swing and a miss. Trey Lawrence strikes out Camden Johnson to start the 8th. Second strikeout for Lawrence. That's 12 of them for Tiger pitching today.
Yeah, just a fastball on the outer third. Not able to send it the other way. It's a little bit late.
Dayton LaChance, 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's got the only home run today. Hit it to right center field way back in the 2nd inning. Hadn't homered all season until last Thursday. Now he's got 3. Celebrating his 21st birthday today, and L.J. Mercurius joined us on the broadcast earlier. He said they'll have a present for Dayton when he gets back to the clubhouse after the game. If I know anything about baseball teams, that's probably a gift Dayton doesn't want.
Probably right. Yeah.
Out of Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada, when the U.S. and Canada played in the gold medal hockey game earlier this year, and the U.S. won on that sudden death goal. They were all watching the game in the clubhouse. It was before an OU baseball game. The entire team dogpiled on top of Dayton LaChance, the lone Canadian on the team. I think he took it in good fun. He takes everything in good fun.
Sounds like it.
Full count. LJ said he never has a bad day. He certainly isn't today.
No.
Strikes out swinging, though, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting for the Sooners, left fielder number 17, Desan Harris.
Here's another look.
Yeah, it's just fastball again. Just swings through it. Same thing as Camden Johnson.
First at bat today for Desan Harris. Came in as a defensive replacement and left. Homered last night, his first home run of the year. An opposite field shot. Swings and misses at the first pitch. He's hitting .319 on the year. I was going over all the outfield options last night on the broadcast. I forgot to mention Nolan Stevens.
Right, yeah.
6 or 7 guys that have been really good for them in the outfield this year.
All of them very capable.
We haven't seen Stevens yet in this series. Maybe he'll be in the lineup tomorrow. Been kind of their lefty DH against right-handed hitters most weeks. I got Trey Gamble hitting DH this weekend, so that's kind of mixed up the lineup a bit. 1-2 to Harris. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than looking down the bench and like, oh, I don't have any other options.
Ooh, pulled foul. You're not saying that's currently the case for you?
No.
In your current coaching duties, if there's any parents listening right now.
Well, at times with injuries, it's hard to, you know, get guys that in the right spot or make a change.
They're hanging into the end. Plenty of beverages to get them there, it looks like.
Right.
One ball and 2 strikes to Dash. Dasan Harris. A little bit low. Shadow is no longer an issue for the hitters. There you see the shift, 3 to the right side. And the count is full. Dayton Taki would love his first at-bat of the day. He's waiting on deck if Harris reaches. Left center field. That's headed for the alley. And Dash will run for days. Into second, hits full stride. He's trying for 3, and he'll get there. It's a triple.
Wow.
His second triple in as many days. 2 triples and a homer in the series for Dasan Harris.
Yeah, he hit that ball well. 3-2 fastball out over the plate. Drives it to left center. Gets that triple going right out of the box. Hustling hard.
And Dayton Taki will get his at-bat in this game. But after a visit to the mound by Drew Dickinson, talked to Trey Lawrence. Hit number 9 for Oklahoma in this one. 20th knock in the series. This very much looks like a pick-me-up speech for Mr. Lawrence here. Again, 2 o'clock tomorrow, the finale. We know the Sooner starter. It'll be lefty freshman Cord Rager. It'll be his first start in the last 3 weekends. The Tigers are TBA tomorrow. Taki started last night at first, went 1 for 3 with a run scored and drew a walk. Four-run lead is nice. 5-run lead would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Take strike 1. Harris at third with 2 outs. Taki grounds it to first. Woida, and the inning is over. Sooners get a triple, but he stays at third base, and we go to the ninth. Well, Skip Johnson will indeed go to his closer here in the ninth inning. Jackson Cleveland is on. The senior from Deer Park, Texas, second in the SEC coming into the weekend with 6 saves. Not a save opportunity here. 2-1 record in his 14 appearances. The Miami of Florida transfer has been fantastic this year for the Sooners.
Yeah, he's looked really good all year long. And it's nice to have a guy on the back end that you can count on.
So Cleveland trying to slam the door here in Game 2. Sooners took Game 1, 9-6 last night. Also seeking their 6th shutout of the season and their first in SEC play. We'll start by facing Caden Peer.
Now batting for the Tigers.
Just 2 hits allowed today by Oklahoma pitching, both singles. Peer 0 for 3. Jackson Cleveland readies for his first offering. And he bounced it up there, ball 1. A win today would make it 4 series victories out of 6 to start SEC play for Oklahoma. 1-1. Check swing, foul ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mateo Serna on deck, Donovan Jordan after him. The Tigers need more than that to come to the plate here in the top of the 9th. Way out in front, swing and a miss. Strikes out Peer. And there's 1 out. Here's another look.
See it. It's a good breaking ball down and in. Just way over the top of it.
Serna's been on twice today. A single and a walk. That's hit hard into right. Brock, though, is there, and there's 2 gone. And the Tigers down to their last chance. Donovan Jordan.
For the Tigers, left fielder, number 88, Donovan Jordan.
Very much a take care of business day for OU. Button down effort today. Cam Johnson looks strong. The bullpen has had his back. And the offense has had just enough. Strike one to Jordan. Strike two. Crowd stands. No balls and 2 strikes to Donovan Jordan. Jackson Cleveland kicks and fires. Just outside. Got it. Swing it. And the Sooners shut out the Tigers 4-0 on Saturday. That's a series victory for Oklahoma. They'll go for the sweep on Sunday. 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Sooners. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Tigers. And the Oklahoma pitching, the story of this one, Rich.
Yeah, the pitching was outstanding. Obviously, like you said, Cam Johnson was great. And Jason Bowden was Jason Bowden. Came in. Bullpen didn't give up any hits. Cleveland comes in and closed it out with that nasty breaking ball.
Let's take a look at how the runs came home in this one. Oklahoma started the scoring in the 2nd inning when Dayton LaChance on his 21st birthday hit his 3rd home run of the season over the right center field wall. 1-0 Sooners. They pieced together a couple of runs in the 3rd on some small ball, a couple of bunt singles. RBI there for Brock, sac fly for Camden Johnson. Made it 3-0 Oklahoma. Then they would add one more in the 4th with Kyle Branch aboard. Jackson Willits laced an opposite field double to the wall, and it would hold up. That score after 4-0, that would be the score to the wire today, as the Sooners improved to 26-12 on the year, 9-8 now in the SEC. Tigers fall to 20-19, and they are 3-14 in conference action. And how about Dayton LaChance on his 21st birthday today? A homer and a double.
Presents, extra base hits.
That's right. That's right. 2 for 4 for Mr. LaChance. And I think he's down on the field now with Carly. We got him? Maybe not quite yet.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
guys
got you, Carly.
Me?
Go
okay.
ahead.
Hey, Toby. Well, happy birthday, Dayton.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. You were 2 for 4 today with the homer. I mean, how good did that feel?
Felt good. I hit 2 away last week. I wanted to hit 1 at home. It's been I haven't hit 1 this year, so it was good to hit 1 at home in front of the fan.
You've played at first and catcher today, and you have just been a versatile addition this year for the Sooners. How do you balance and prepare for both positions?
Me and Brock, we just know every day one might catching, one might play at first, so we just switch. So we're always ready to just change in the middle of the game, but it's fun. I like catching, I like to play first, and me and Brock are both pretty good back there, so it's fun for the pitchers to work with them.
In LJ's in-game interview with Toby and Rich, he said that you are the most happy baseball player. How do you stay so positive in such a mentally challenging sport?
We're blessed to be out here in front of those fans, the stadium and all that, so might as well have fun with it, you know what I'm saying?
And then LJ also says that he'll have a present for you in the clubhouse. What do you think that it is?
I don't know. You never know with this guy, so I don't know if it's positive or negative.
Well, thanks so much, Dayton. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Dayton. 4-0 the final today. The Sooners win it. They will be going for the sweep on Sunday afternoon. Dominant pitching performance, and the big Canadian gave him a lift today on his birthday. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the finale. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody.